Greg Bovino is out. He is no longer commander at large of Border Patrol. He has been demoted. He's been sent back in humiliation to California to resume his post, where he is expected to retire shortly thereafter. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. I'll tell you what, after that video where we see him struggling with a smoke grenade, I mean, come on. This guy was like king of the posers. And I just want to say, do you know why that happened? That didn't happen because all of a sudden this administration had some sort of, aha moment of moral wake up where they said, oh my goodness, American citizens are being harmed and American citizens are being killed. We've got to stop. We've got to stop this. No, that didn't happen. You know what happened? People like you stood up and spoke out for the rights of your fellow citizens, but not just your fellow citizens, your fellow human beings, and your voice was heard. I am so proud of the people who went out and peacefully protested. And yeah, they peacefully protested. For all you people saying that they were violent, etc., just, open your eyes, get off of Rumble, get off of your far-right podcast, stop listening to Alex Jones and Steve Bannon, okay? Watch some actual video, use your eyes, use your brain, and see what happened. 15,000 peaceful protesters marching in the streets in Minnesota in sub-freezing, sub-zero temperatures. Faith leaders, over 100 arrested because they were standing there saying the Lord's Prayer. I'll tell you what, this is what happens when the people stand up and speak out, because the people hold the power in America. Whether this administration likes it, whether this administration acknowledges it, the people hold the power. You hold the power. But here's the thing. This was just a battle. This was not the war. Okay, and I am firmly convinced that Bovino is just a scapegoat and more of a smokescreen. Why am I convinced of this? Because Donald Trump, he has not had any change of heart in terms of immigration law enforcement or policy. He hasn't had any change of heart in that. He hasn't had some humanitarian great awakening. He is still dedicated to his shock and awe tactics. The only thing that is slowing him down in the least, or giving him pause or making him think, is the fact that his approval ratings are dropping. And so he says, what can I do to try to save face? I'm going to throw Bovino under the bus. And you know what? Maybe he'll throw Noam under the bus. I don't know what's going to happen with her, although she needs to go. Stephen Miller really needs to go. But I want to tell you, even if those people go, Trump is going to try to find more people to take their place. And we actually know that Hegseth has authorized a decommissioned military base to be used by ICE for their immigration hunts and roundups. So they are not backing down. All they're doing right now is regrouping. They're circling their wagons, and they're going to double down on all of their tactics. So I want to tell you, we might have won the battle, but we have not yet won the war. If you are listening to me, you have to continue standing up. You have to continue speaking out. You have to continue using your voice. You have to continue using your rights, your First Amendment rights. These are huge things. We got to keep going, people, because we have already had politicians who have voted to back ICE, including Democrats. Democrat politicians voted to fund ICE. And I just want to tell you, ICE is funded by taxpayer dollars, and they actually receive more money than a lot of other nations' entire militaries. That's just ICE alone. And that wasn't enough for them. They wanted even more. And we actually had some Democrat lawmakers, and by the way, I'm not a Democrat, okay? I'm an independent. But we had some Democrat lawmakers vote to fund ICE. Afterwards, they came out and they said, we're sorry, we didn't know that this was really a vote on humanitarian issues, and they apologized. And and I just want to tell you, they can apologize, we can accept their apology, we can forgive those people, but we can never forget. And we can never allow them to forget. Does that seem harsh? Maybe, but I want to tell you, those who forget history are doomed to repeat it. And anybody who supports this administration, anybody who supports ICE's tactics, anyone who supports the killing of citizens and calling it patriotism, even if they ask our forgiveness, yes, we forgive, but we can never forget, and we can never allow them to forget that they supported tyranny, that they supported fascism, that they supported wrong, that they supported evil. And many people are supporting evil in the name of Christianity. And I'm going to tell you what, Christian nationalism, one of the biggest supporters of evil in America today. Even if they ask our forgiveness, yes, we forgive, but we can never forget because too much is at stake to forget the sins of the past. So I want to encourage you. We will not stop. We will not give them an off ramp. We will not let them get out of jail free. The only off ramp for this administration is impeachment, removal, prosecution, conviction, and punishment. That is the only thing that the people will accept because in America, the people have the power.